Welcome to Wauna Talk, our guide to the people and products that make Wauna Credit Union so special. I'm Josh Ryan with the Wauna Credit Union marketing team, and with me today is Michael Murdoch, also with the Wauna Credit Union marketing team. Michael's here today to talk to us about our annual Power of Giving campaign. Michael, welcome to Wauna Talk.
Thank you, Josh. It's good to be here.
So why don't you just kind of start out by giving a little bit of an overview of the Power of Giving, what it is and what it means for the community.
Sure. Well, I had the initial idea last year, and as a marketing team, we put it into place to sort of wrap up our celebration for our 50th anniversary. It was at this time last year, and we thought, well, let's empower our employees with a program so they could give back to the community, really represent what credit unions are all about, and give them the options. So what we did was that we allotted every single employee at the credit union to either give to a charity or organization, nonprofit of their choosing, or commit some sort of random act of kindness, be that give money to the person behind them at the line for coffee or the gas station or the grocery store, or help a family or friend family member or friend in need. Just surprise them with a gift. And so it was so successful last year that we decided to do it again this year. So it is for the month of December, and this is our second year doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's, you already hit on it, but, for me, you made this online form. I wanted to donate to the backpack program. That's always a good thing for me. So, I went in there, selected the backpack program. Last year, I think I gave to a neighbor in Seaside. He's big into Young Life. Again, just go there, drop down menu. Actually, I think that time I had to fill out his information. Want to just send a check out to him. I didn't have to do anything, but I know a lot of people really like that. A lot of things you think about, you're getting money for your employee, you have to verify this or do that. It's really just that simple. I know some people who keep the cash in their pocket, and when the mood strikes them, they're just going to, give it. I mean, the example we like to give is someone behind you in line at the grocery store. The holidays are tough for a lot of people. That little amount of money, it's $25, but it adds up with everybody. We've got over 100 employees now. And it's just that little thing where it's like, I really want to buy my kid a toy, but I also need to buy groceries. And just that little help, or, really, we use that example, but whatever it is, I think it's cool. And I think it's really nice how we're empowering the employees to make the choice and do what's right for them. That's really what we're all about.
And it makes a big difference. We have a number of things throughout the year where we try to engage every employee. We ask for 100% participation for certain things, surveys and internal things. This is one that I've noticed that we get a very positive response. Not only a positive response, but we get a lot of engagement. I think it just hits the right bone for folk, and they want to give back. It makes them feel good. There is that, you said empower. I think I said empower as well, but it's true. People feel that much better when they have the freedom to just give on the credit union, even though it's in their name, it's in Wauna's name. They just feel good about it.
Yeah, and it really is. It's just, giving money shouldn't be hard. We definitely do initiatives as far as what we sponsor throughout the year. I mean, people donate money from every paycheck. For our charity every year, we give to some of those social causes. There's a lot we do, and this one's just a really nice. It's the holidays, make everybody happy. And I know you've been collecting some of the things that people have been doing with that. People kind of report back to you on how they gave, what they gave, why they gave, anything like that. And I think you brought a few of them with you today. So why don't you read a few of them that you have?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's an option when they go to donate, that online form you spoke about a little bit ago, where they can tell their story about how it made them feel. They can choose to remain anonymous or not. These are a few that we've received so far this year. One reads, this is such a great opportunity to donate to an organization that I already donate to. This organization helps single parents that are affected by cancer. So they go out and clean houses and offer rides to doctors and help pay bills. It just touches my heart. Another one, I can't imagine how you deal with something so tough during the holidays, and to get this little chance to offer even the smallest amount of joy for a family at Christmas, that's a priceless gift to me. So they said me and not just the person they were giving to. That's awesome. Another one, even though we will not ever know exactly who we are giving this to and how they will enjoy the gift, it's a cool feeling to know that this may be the best gift they receive all year long. Those are that's just a taste of some. I've got tons of these. One last year was somebody gave to the folks behind them at line in Taco Bell, and it paid for their entire family's meal, and the woman actually started crying. You don't think about Taco Bell and tears being synonymous, but during the holidays, like you said earlier, that can mean everything to somebody. So again, giving employees the option, the choice, giving them a little more freedom with who and what they do regarding this donation, I think makes all the difference for people.
Right, and we do have other charity things going on during the holiday as well, and obviously some of our employees I think are choosing to do that as well. We have
the exact charity. We do a charity quarter, I believe. Yeah.
And we also have the giving tree. We have them downstairs in each of our branches. So I know you look at those tags and it's just kids wanting simple things. I think some people downstairs, some of the kids, they just want slime.
Sure.
So just really,
that's what I want.
And if you have, it's fun. My kid, you can make it your own with glue and glitter. It's a lot of fun. Just those simple things, and you see that every day. And you want to contribute, and it's one way to just really make it easy to do it. And I think it's great that this is a tradition we do. On top of everything else, I think credit unions, by our nature, that's what we do. We give back to the community, and then as people who live in our community, we're also giving back. Through all charity, whether it's volunteer work, which Wauna also offers. I think it's is it 32 hours of charity donation a year. So there's all sorts of ways we can do it, and this is just one. But I think it's sort of, in many ways, it's almost the most fun one where people just to go and get to do it during the holidays. And I know everybody's looking forward to it, so I'm glad it's something we're doing more throughout the year.
Yeah.
Hurry it up. We're burning daylight.
Well, that sound means it's time to wrap up. The Duke tells me I only have time for 3 more short questions with 3 more short answers. So starting out, why don't you give me a recent work accomplishment you're especially proud of? It can be something to do with this charity. It can be something else to do within the credit union. I know most of our listeners haven't heard from you since our very first U-Banking podcast.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure they're just biting their nails waiting to hear what I'm going to say next. I think a big accomplishment for Wauna Credit Union especially, and for our members and the community right now, are our virtual teller units on the coast. We had plenty of people driving to other branches areas because they thought branches were closed on Saturdays, or they didn't have the type of access that maybe they thought they had. And these virtual teller units are now installed at our Astoria and Warrenton branches, and they are offering just that extra exceptional service that we were already providing, but now there's more of it. And these are very advanced machines, and so I think that's a big accomplishment, again, not just for us, but for everybody.
And those keep on coming up, but I think one of the things cool about it, people wonder about it, but it's real easy. You drive up, you select
Simple
virtual teller, you hit that button, and you're suddenly talking to someone. It's actually, in many ways, easier than a traditional ATM because you've got someone there who, if you have a question, you can ask. And the other thing, you brought up the hours, but I really want to be super clear on that. We have those in Clatskanie right now, so that means that Clatskanie, which previously was closed on Saturday,
right,
and members had to drive either up to Astoria or down to St. Helens. Now they can just go there, and they can do their banking till 1:30 on Saturday. So it's 10 to 1:30. Astoria and Warrenton. Well, Warrenton had those hours. Astoria has those hours now, and obviously we have the Safeway branch as well that's open a little bit later.
Yep.
And then over here we do have St. Helens. It's open from 10 to 1:30 too. So we've got coverage on Saturdays throughout the area.
The great thing about the virtual teller units too is you don't even have to get out of your car, and it does the exact. You can do everything you could do in branch practically, and you don't have to leave your vehicle.
I always say they can do everything, including give change. That's crazy.
They change down to the penny.
So name a time you've laughed at work.
Well, I got to bring up our CXO. He kind of looks like Santa Claus right now with a darker beard.
That would be Mr. John.
Mr. John Moore. Yesterday he was pantomiming riding a unicycle. His arms and legs were akimbo, and he was doing this in office while I was trying to work. It was quite entertaining. I wish I could give you more of an image, but you'd really have to be there.
Yeah, every time our manager Debbie Smiley, her office is right next to John, and anytime you're in that office with the door shut, John makes it
He's
a
got to
point.
come up to the window.
Got to make a point, come in, look in the window, and make sure everything's going on okay. They're usually with a funny expression on his face. All right, and then my final question: what is your favorite thing about Wauna Credit Union?
My favorite thing about Wauna Credit Union is there is a sense of camaraderie here. It feels like family. I've worked at a number of other organizations, worked with a number of other credit unions, and you hear somebody say that and you go, okay, yeah, I'm sure. But we have this sense of being competitive and at the same time having each other's backs that I've not really had at other places. So it truly does, when I say family, it's got the negatives and the positives all wrapped into one. So you really have that added sense of being there for one another and at the same time, wanting to compete with one another. And I think it just makes ultimately for a very powerful culture that we have here. So that's one of my favorite things.
I like it. So, Michael, thank you for joining us on Wanna Talk. And thank you to all our listeners. Michael, how about I race you out the door? We'll see you.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us.
1, 2, 3, go.
Bye.